Probably at the moment, I think David Warner. He's obviously a guy that's in form, and he's quite destructive in the way he bats. So from a batting point of view, probably him. And then obviously Mitchell Johnson is always, he's always a threat. He's a good bowler. But they, in all, they're a good team. So probably if I have to pick two guys, it will be those two. Obviously, JP has been giving a rest with his knee, so that creates an opportunity for someone else. Whoever that's going to be is going to be someone that's probably wouldn't have played in the first place. So someone that could put his name into that World Cup team. That's not picked yet. So I would look at someone like Riley Rousseau, who hasn't got an opportunity, a long extended run, or someone like Biardine maybe coming in for JP. Probably the same we've been doing. We've been playing really good cricket over the last year or two. We've been winning series. We've been, probably at about an 80% winning ratio. So that's probably as good as it gets. And I think we're at number one as well in the world at the moment. So, if we do those things, we'll be very dangerous come win the World Cup. It's similar conditions. We obviously play well in conditions like this, but this will be a really good test for us. Australia is probably one of the favourites for this tournament, so it will be a nice way to compete and to see where exactly we are in terms of our squad. I think this World Cup, there's a few teams that are really dangerous. West Indies has got a lot of flair and a lot of dangerous players. So for me, they're one team that's definitely in the mix. And then obviously the likes of us and Australia. And then from a subcontinent team point of view, India is always really good in these ICC events. So probably those four teams, I would imagine, would be the front runners. New Zealand is a dangerous team. We played them now in a series where they missed a few key players. So for me, the way they play, I think they're playing all their games in New Zealand, which helps them a huge amount. So definitely the way they play, that almost underdogs tag, which will always go into a World Cup. I think they'll be the underdogs. Yeah, I really enjoy facing him. I've enjoyed our battles, and I've had some good success against him as well. So it's just nice, as a top order batter, especially you wanna be in there facing quick bowling. And for me, I like it. I don't mind facing it. But it's, like I said, it's a huge battle. With him, there's not a lot of freebies, and you've got to work very hard to get on top of him. I think so. I think definitely it's always nice to see in the press. I suppose the public likes to read and see that there's a lot of things going on off the field, but certainly from our point of view, it's just another team we're playing. There's no Australia's brand of cricket is not as different as too different to any of the other teams around the world. It's just one or two players that likes a bit of sledging, but that's part of the game, and we don't have sleepless nights when it comes to that. Yeah, that's a big discussion we had with me and the medical team regarding the issue with my hip. We felt that there's enough of a break after this series to almost to give it some time again. But I still need to do some things to get ready for that first game. I had a bat yesterday which felt good, but it's not really the batting, it's the diving around in the field, and normally I'm quite a aggressive guy in the field, throwing myself around the park. So that's the biggest concern for me, but it's luckily an injury that won't get too much worse. It's just something that will be there. It will be a little bit painful, but as professional sportsmen, you have to take a little painkiller here and there to get through a game.